So we have just wrapped week 4 at Gathering of the Girls. We've been going through I Surrender All by Priscilla Shirer, and let's talk about it. I've got some friends here. Ladies, tonight was good. It was good. Crystal went through a number of steps for us to just be better at walking with the Lord. So if you don't mind, can you just share kind of one takeaway? I know there are many. One takeaway from this evening's Gathering of the Girls.
My name's Renee. For me, my takeaway tonight was trying to use the 7 virtues to kind of bear fruit. And I think the one that I struggled with the most was self-control. There are lots of things in life that I love, like food and those type of things that, though not always bad for you, when you take too much or gets out of control, it can't be. So that was kind of my takeaway.
Okay. That's good. That's good. She talked about how discipleship demands restraint, and that we want to be fine servants and not horrible masters. So I think that resonated with a lot of people in the room. Are there some ways, like are there some ways that either you ladies like that kind of hit home with you, and did you start thinking about some ways in that you might want to shift or change some things that you're doing?
Hi, I'm Cache. For me, I really thought about how she said how the enemy will speak things to you and try to make you feel like, oh, you're not a slave. Oh, no, that's okay. You just don't need to be too spiritual, because I know a lot of times, especially with us going to, a Bible preaching church, teaching church, people kind of look at us sometimes as, oh, they think they're self-righteous or this and that. So sometimes the enemy can try to play on that and make you ease up on what you know you should be doing. So for me, just continuing to be conscious of that and aware and not overly prideful, where I think, oh, I'm okay, I can get a little bit, because she talked about that too, how sometimes we think we can get a little bit and we're okay. No, boo, you need to go ahead and not indulge at all.
Right.
Cut that off.
Right.
So that really spoke to me on what I need to keep on the forefront.
One of the things she said that, sometimes if the right arm is offending you,
Come on.
sometimes you just got to cut off the right arm.
Yes, you do.
Maybe not literally, but it's that, the whole thing of nipping it in the bud. Like,
Yes.
you can't just do a little, because a little turns into a lot.
Exactly.
Any takeaways with you in the area of restraint or discipline and self-control?
Yeah, self-control is a big one for me, because like you said, I always say it's just a little bit. Like, I'm just gonna have a little bit of this, or I'm just gonna skip the gym today, or I'm just gonna let my temper get the best of me just this one time because I'm really angry. So I think just stepping back and looking at all the situations that you're put in, like, how would God handle this? What self-control would God have? And I really liked how she added when you're thinking, think as we, and that makes a difference, because you don't want to ever make God look bad, or think about things in ways that he wouldn't do it. So if you put it in the perspective of we, it's always, okay, well, I can't do God like that.
That's good. That's good. That's the one that stood out to me. She talked about walking in the plural, how it's never just I, it's always me and God, because I'm his representative, and in everything that I do, I want to be a good steward over what he's given me, and I want to, represent his name well. Any other takeaways in that area, and walking in we, being fruitful? She said when we're not fruitful, we're really stealing from ourselves. When we are fruitful, that's how you get seeds. That was a really good one. Any other little jewels or nuggets that you'll be chewing on over the week from tonight's lesson?
For me, when she talked about not giving up, especially, being in ministry, and a lot of times that you're doing what God wants you to do, but at the same time, knowing that, okay, he has to give me strength so I can continue to press on, so I can continue to, do what he's called me to do, but also not just do it for him, but do it with him.
That's good.
So going back to the plural, it's us together. Okay, Lord, do you want me to say no this time? Like, just really having that relationship where you're listening to his voice, and so you know how to move. And that's how you get the fruit and the seeds, because that stood out to me too, that, your seeds will be planted because you've been bearing fruit continuously. And so that affects your children and everybody who you meet. And they see your fruit and you can help other people bear fruit. So
That's good. That's good. Okay, well, thank you so much, Cache. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Kennedy, for joining us for this week's Let's Talk About It. We will see you in 2 weeks for our next gathering of the girls. And have a great week.